Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Valeria Prieto, and today I want to talk about my newest painting, Blooming Bond. During 2020, I saw a stunning picture of a brown horse by the photographer Sarah Shear, and I knew I was to paint it someday. So the day arrived 5 years later, so you can imagine my happiness. Then I thought about my late room design and that I had been filling my space with flowers more than usual, and I have realized how much I enjoy painting flowers and petals. I think each flower is unique, imperfect, but perfect at the same time, and they are full of life and color. So I started to paint without a strong statement or idea, just inspiration from the pictures of the horse and also from a few self-portraits that I did years ago where I blend myself with the flowers. But this time I wanted to do the same for the horse with the oils, and I wondered what would be the message or the clues while I was painting. The first clue or keyword that came to my mind was celebration, because the first time when I finally received the canvas and made the sketch was during Father's Day. So then I understood the connection after realizing about this day. All this made me connect again with my dad and his love for horses. And from the stories that my mom told me about when my dad was riding a horse during the town festivals, where the riders had to gallop and pull out the chickens from the ground, or when years later, living in Ciudad Juárez, my dad will suddenly ride a horse through the streets and between the cars. I love to paint foliage and leaves and flowers, and sometimes I find it difficult, but it's because every petal is different and you have to achieve a different sensation for each one, and to get all the colors and the shapes and the feeling of a real petal, a real flower. But I like to play with real flower style and blend a little bit also with more expressive and sometimes a fusion with abstraction. Something that I love about painting flowers is the variety of colors that can be used, and when combined, they create dimensional effects of color and depth or volume. So this piece is about celebration of memories, connection and beauty, and maybe also about how love finds its way through brushstrokes. But also I have created this painting as a way to honor the deep, often unspoken bond between animals and the natural world, the masculine energy through the horse and the feminine energy with the beauty of the flowers. So this is an oil painting on cotton canvas. This is 36 by 48 inches, and it's very detailed, and I think it's very emotional because it resonates with beauty and realism. Well, this is floral surrealism, and at the center of the composition is a majestic horse rendered with warm chestnut tones. It's calm and it's soulful. I think it invites you to connect quietly and the horse presence is softened and surrounded by an array of oversized flowers in a spectrum of delicate colors: creamy yellows, dusty pinks, purples, soft blues, and mute greens. The flowers do more than frame the horse, they intertwine with it, gently overlapping and blending into its form, almost as if the horse itself is blooming from within. This creates a magical atmosphere, suggesting a unity between the animal and nature. If you see the background, it's very rich with deep green foliage and is in the sense of deep, and it gives a sense of immersion in a hidden botanical sanctuary. The brushwork varies beautifully between soft blending in the petals and more textured, defined strokes in the horse's anatomy and also in the leather harness, creating both harmony and contrast. You can see the lining subtly highlights the horse face and certain blossoms, guiding the viewer's eye with elegance. And yes, you can see my signature at the bottom right. This piece is a vibrant and poetic celebration of the spirit of animals and nature. It radiates serenity, tenderness, and strength, a floral tribute to the noble essence of the horse. The horse, it's a symbol of strength, loyalty, and freedom, and it emerged gently from the lush garden of blooming flowers, not as something separate from nature, but as part of its soul. The intertwining petals and leaves represents how animals, like us, we are all connected through cycles of life, beauty, and emotion. And it's a reminder that gentleness and power can coexist, and the natural world is full of quiet wisdom. This painting is a tribute to a memory and to a feeling and the presence that stays with me. The image of the horse that carried peace, power, companionship as I was painting, and the flowers begin to speak to me as a symbol of transformation, healing, and the seasons of life. So each brushstroke was like a meditation on how we carry love for animals and how their spirits often mirror our own. So this piece is deeply personal, in a way of expressing gratitude through paint. I was inspired by the contrast between the horse's strength and the delicate softness of the flowers. So in this painting, I wanted to create a space where both elements could exist in harmony and where the wild and gentle meet. So the flowers wraps around the horse like a cloak of dreams, expressing the idea that power doesn't always have to roar. Sometimes it just blossoms. Horses have been long symbols of freedom and intuition, and as I began this painting, I imagined a guardian spirit of nature in horse form, so surrounded by blooming language of the flowers. So each bloom represents part of the journey. I think everyone's journey, like resilience, softness, renewal, and strength. And this piece speaks the inner landscape of those who feels deeply and live closely to nature rhymes. So this painting holds something very personal for me, because horses were my dad's favorite animal, and whenever I paint them, I feel a deep emotional connection to him, and he never had a chance to see my art. Sometimes I imagine what his face will look like if he could see this painting, and I think it will have made him proud of, or at least quite happy in the way that's are. So painting horses has become a way for me to feel close to him, and like we are still sharing something that we love, like horses and art. So flowers surrounding the horse also carry a meaning for me, even though I grew up in the desert. Flowers have always been part of my world, and that's why this piece is very important and I love it very much. And that's why I hope you have enjoyed this video and the painting and the process from beginning to end, also the story. I will drop the link of this piece on the section about the information of the video, where you can visit my store. You can collect this piece, or you can collect any other painting that you like about my work. And well, friends, I hope you have enjoyed it from beginning to end. Don't forget to comment, to subscribe, to share, to like, and see you next time. Bye bye.